Okay, family, welcome to Chacchoben.
It's port day number 1. We're in Mexico. To be specific, we're in Costa, Mexico. Oh my gosh, the fog. The humidity is crazy. I apologize, but let's take a look. We're gonna go to the Costa Mayan rooms, and we're actually going to the better one. We'll put the name right here because I can't pronounce it right, but I looked it up online. It says it's gonna be like the best one, so I'm super excited. It's my first time in Mexico. Let's see. We're porting, we're docking right now. I can hear the anchor going down. Like you can actually hear, because the anchor is on a chain, and the anchor just go like shoo 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 shoo. So it's gonna be so fun. So we booked the tour for the ruins slash the beach. So we're gonna go to the ruins first, and then we're gonna go to the beach. So I have my sunscreen on, I have my shirt on, I have everything on, and let's get ready to go. We're in Costa Maya. We're here meeting up our group. They give you a number for your excursion. So we need to find
Number 10.
Number 10. But it's just so hard. There's so many people. It's so big. It's such a big port. So I'll see you when we meet our group. The first port of our cruise trip is Costa Maya in Mexico. When you first come down from the ship, you can see basically the shore. It's a lot of shops for souvenirs and stuff, but be aware because most of these shops, they actually overprice their stuff, so make sure you get a good bargain. So we just need to find this one?
Shockmount Mayan Village.
Shockmount. Okay, here's our buses. We booked the excursion that's offered from Royal Caribbean. Pretty much, it's really like a collaboration from the locals and the Royal Caribbean company. And we come on this really nice air-conditioned bus. And the first thing is to sign the waiver. And we're on our way to the Mayan ruins. Nice. We have a food beverage tray. Buckle up right here. There's a pharmacy. It actually took a long time for us to go from the port to the actual Mayan ruins, and along the way there are a lot of souvenir shops, which actually I felt tempted, but soon it was just all greens and trees until we passed the first village.
But you don't worry. Whatever happens in Costa Maya will stay in Costa Maya, okay?
You can get this Mayan pendants. These are Mayan letters. That's pretty interesting, right? I think those are pretty interesting. You can get if you get Sun or Moon, you only get one letter though.
Mexico is mostly Catholic. On the left hand side it says God bless your way, and also we can see the elementary school on the left hand side. You can see a lot of fruit at the sides. Even these guys sell this.
It seems like the entire island is pretty green. The weather is super humid. It's definitely a sweaty one. And we passed this village where a lot of the shops are selling their organic fruit and vegetables. And of course, I was super tempted as well. Everything just looks so fresh. And an hour later, there is the Mayan ruins. We're walking to the ruins, Port-CHACCHOBEN, right here. So basically, according to the government regulations, if you want to take pictures, you can take as many you want. But if you want to film videos, it's $4. So hopefully, let's make this vlog earn more than $4. So make sure you don't skip the ads. So we're gonna lose a lot of money on this. All right, I'm excited. It's actually pretty cloudy, but still really humid. It's kind of like this tropical climate almost. But then we're gonna take this guided tour and go to the lagoon to relax. See those big trees. This is a gigantic tree. It's right here. Look at this. And you're walking on this uneven surface, so make sure you wear hiking shoes. It's not going to be an strenuous hike, but still we need to make sure that we can walk on an even surface. Oh my gosh, look at this! So cool! Looks huge.
Okay, family, welcome to CHACCHOBEN. This is our lucky day. No one in your pictures. Sometimes it's so crowded that you can hardly walk. But now, we came on the right time. This is a temple. Temple was built for worship purposes. There is no inside, it's solid. And the purpose of the whole thing was to host the temple which was at the top. Unfortunately, that temple was built of logs and thatch roofing, so it's gone. But this is also a spring mark. The main temple in a city has 4 staircases, one at each one of the sides. And in this case, that's the main one. And if we stood over there in front of the main staircase a few minutes before 7 a.m. on March 21st, we could see the first shining of the sun coming up from the top of at the middle of the temple. When we were able to see the shining, that would mean it's spring already.
Oh, wow.
That happens once a year, every March 21st. I will give you a few minutes to look around and take your pictures. Climbing, it's only possible till the roof. It's only a few steps for the pictures and that's it, all right? Okay, go ahead. I'll meet you over there.
So this thing is actually temple. So nice. You cannot climb all the way, but you can climb a few stairs for the picture. This thing is huge and it's completely solid. And it's in the perfect calculation where it actually tells you the spring, the start of the spring. That's a spring equinox, no? What is it called? Go like this. So you can only go up to here. The first human settlements in the area of CHACCHOBEN was dated around 1000 before Christ. By 360 AD, CHACCHOBEN had become the largest community in the region of the lakes and consolidated as the most prestigious ceremonial center, boosting the Gran Basamento as its most important ritual plaza. Well, today we can see the remains, although we can't see the actual build on top of the rocks, it still looks pretty magnificent. So this is what it looks like. It's surrounded by these huge, gigantic trees. Looking good. This is made with limestone.
Because Mayas had 0 for math, but they never used the wheel for transportation. The Egyptians cut the big bricks and the slaves pulled them through the desert or on some logs. But Mayas would cut a small one that they would carry on their shoulder, bring it here to the construction. That's why you will never see big bricks. Oh, okay. They had very low doors that you would have to bend to enter because they thought that the god that they were worshiping was inside of the temple. So you would have to make a reference to enter, bending. That's why they did that. The door beams very low.
So the reason why I booked this one was because when I saw online that if you come to the CHACCHOBEN, you actually see different Mayan ruins. So after the first temple, we continued to the other houses and temples.
Who live in the palace? The king and his royal family. Mayas didn't have a house like we do today. Maya houses didn't have a living room, no dining room, no kitchen, no garage, no TV room, no guest rooms. The only room they had was the bedroom. As he was the king, he had a few rooms.
Our tour guide also showed us the altar where they sacrifice, animals and human. And he said back then, people actually wanted to be sacrificed because, according to the belief, if you are chosen to be sacrificed, then you can actually skip the different torture to actually immediately go to heaven.
Went through a sacrificial, they would skip the underworld and they would go straight to heaven. That's why people would.
You can go up to the line right here. So be careful, it's so steep. You need to walk sideways.
You can go inside.
Oh, you go inside?
Yeah.
Like, I want to go right here to see what's going on here. Okay. Seems like they may fill this thing with water or something. Right? Even though, unlike the pyramid, the Mayan ruins are actually made of small limestones, they're still pretty steep. So our tour guide actually told us the trick: when you go up and down, just try to go sideways so there's not a lot of pressure on your knees. That works like wonders, because sometimes I just felt like losing the balance, and I definitely don't want to fall over this super tall building.
Just jump down. You can do it.
Okay, so carry the camera, follow me, be careful.
No,
You can just...
go. Hurry up. You're fine. Just keep going. You made it.
What do you see the inside?
That was the inside.
Oh, that was it?
That was the inside.
Okay, then come here. Follow me to the inside. Ta-da! This is the inside. Okay.
Not too impressive.
It's not. To this way.
I don't think we can go that way.
Really?
Yeah, you have to go that way.
Oh, okay.
There's a rope.
There's a rope. It's so hot in here though. So hot. But it's interesting. It's small stones, but big stairs. And you're supposed to go up and down sideways. As you can see, it's very steep. Going up is definitely way easier than going down, because I just felt like with shorter legs, it's just so hard to balance those things. But I'll probably just exaggerate it too much because I'm actually scared of height. But I was definitely left behind in our group for sure. But hey, we made it safe. Don't judge me right here. This is so hard. It's so steep. All right, let's go.
Stood a nobility who lived here, commoners and low class who lived out of town in the surroundings. This was a house. It ended here, or it starts here, and it ends over here. So that's another house, another house, another house, several houses everywhere. They would have a pole placed in each one of the corners, 4 poles, which would hold a roofing made out of thatch, just like the service area over there at the entrance. Unfortunately, logs and palm tree are gone. But of course, if we took a sample and we took it to the lab, we could see the remains of the poles and the palm trees. See? This is where they lived, the high class. Amigos, Mayas had large families. Girls had their first period. They knew everything about what happened.
According to our tour guide, in the past, the Mayan children, they actually took responsibilities really early on. Like the moment a girl gains period, then the girl will need to learn how to do chores and run a household and get married immediately and start having children. And it's very normal for them to have like 12 children in each household, which to us, it's a little bit crazy. But now that I am way older, I'm actually 32, I kind of wish that I have children early on. I don't know, we always kind of wish that's something that we don't have.
HVAC systems. They had no electricity, no air conditioning, no fans, but they didn't need them. Building their houses with these palm trees made it way cooler. And besides that, the wind blows east to west 9 months a year. So they always orientated their homes with a door facing the east, another one facing the west, which was open 24 hours a day. There was a hurricane. Hurricanes weren't problems for them. Because when the wind comes and hits, that's a big problem. Do you know what's the problem with hurricanes? The economical impact. Because as it's a touristy area, tourists disappear. Is this challenging?
Of course.
You have to watch.
There are ways, if you want, you can climb it up. What do we have on the top? We have a huge platform of about 40,000 square feet. And on top of that, right in front of you, we have a huge temple, way bigger than the ones that we have seen. Though that temple is where they used to hold the sacrificials. And on the left-hand side over there, you have a smaller one, which has attached roofing like this one on the back, which is protecting the wall because still have some of the stucco hanging there. And some of that stucco still has a little bit of that red color painted nearly 2,000 years ago. You can climb this staircase. You cannot climb the temple, of course, but you can climb and get to that platform. There are two ways to go up. The hard way for the bold, 32 steps, and the easy way for the smart, 15 steps. Both climbings meet at the top. I will give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I will blow the whistle because there is a lagoon that is waiting for us. Okay? All right, go for it.
Made it! There's the huge temple. There we go. Whew. Okay, this is a bigger temple. And this is a nice platform. And there's another one, smaller temple right there. Right there. Okay, it's picture time. Whew. This is a bigger temple that's super tall. You cannot climb this, but you can take a picture right there, which is pretty nice. Now let's take a picture. Hello everyone, we're here at the Mayan temples, Shockmount. It's called Costa, and we just climbed so many steep stairs to come over here, which is very, very cool. You cannot climb all the way up to the temple, but you can come over here. There is like several stairs that you can climb. So this is the main bigger one. Like we actually saw several ones before this one, and there's a smaller one right there. And you know something really fun is like hurricanes are not big problems for this island because they have like the temples in the pyramid shape, and the wind just goes like shh. So there was no deaths during any of the major hurricanes, which I think it's pretty smart. And
According to the tour guide.
According to the tour guide, of course. Okay, so this is the big temple, and it's so hot. It's just so humid right here. That's why it's just like harder to do any physical activities. And there's so many butterflies. This is truly a magical place. Okay, so now let's check out the smaller ones. Alright y'all, we're gonna go to the smaller one right here. And there's some steps on the side. It's just a little bit hard to walk around. It's uneven surface. Make sure you wear sneakers. I saw some people wearing like super sporty sandals that has like something around your heels, but still I would recommend shoes, closed toe shoes for sure, because there's a lot of rocks like this. What are those? Maybe sacrificing like altars. And then this is the smaller one right here. There are a lot of insects right here. Make sure you bring a bug repellent for sure. This one's got the roof on the other side. The patch roof?
Thatch.
Big bird alert. This is quite nice. Yeah. Don't fall off. Come back. Hey, what's wrong with you? You can easily fall off that one, so don't go that way. This is super nice. Oh, it's time to go back. I hear the jaguar.
You gonna make it? Sideways, it's easy.
There you go. Those are highly hallucinogenic. 10 times stronger than hashish.
Oh my god.
So,
Hallucinates.
why do you think no reachable one?
And then there's this tree. You can brew the leaves for diabetes. That's pretty fun. Natural medicine.
Alrighty, so I think that's it for this Mayan ruins tour, and now we're heading to the lagoon. Gonna go relax, eat our lunch or super late lunch, and maybe get into the water. I have my GoPro here, which is nice.
The ruin tour was about an hour and a half.
So the room tour is about an hour and a half. It's so humid. I'm glad that it's not super long, to be honest, because I may die. It's so humid and hot. And then with some of the different ruins, you're allowed to climb all the way to the top, which is like, I guess it's not too hard, but when you go down, it's very scary. I'm scared of heights. So I'm actually okay going up. It's just going down, I'm just scared. Cannot look down. Alrighty.
You will see it in the video clips below.
There are also shops here where you can buy the souvenirs, and they actually look pretty nice. I kind of regretted not buying anything here. I didn't even inquire the prices, but I just knew that on this particular island, the prices are not like clearly labeled. So it's usually like very high on the asking price. You almost have to bargain for lowering the price, and we just didn't have enough time to really look at it because pretty much when we're back, we're going to the lagoon. So, but I did have time to buy a little popsicle because it was so hot. Like maybe the strawberry. Hey guys, we're back to the bus. We got an ice cream bar for me. It's $2. Expensive, but that's okay. We needed it. $2.
But this is going to be a bit more than a mile in the middle of nowhere in the jungle before we get to the lagoon.
We're going to the lagoon here. Here's the path in the rainforest. There's a little butterfly.
So pretty much for our tour, lunch is a buffet, which kind of reminds me of the luau thing. There's a yellow butterfly following us. So the tour guys at one time, they had like a late night tour, and there's a big snake. What was the name of the snake?
Boa constrictor.
Say it again?
Boa constrictor.
Yeah, it's the one that like tighten you to death or something. Strangle you. The chef is just gonna serve you the food. Even though it's a buffet, you're not gonna put your hands in there to make sure it's safe.
It's actually not hot at all. There's no sun here. You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Papitas?
The lunch was actually really. It's actually authentic Mexican grill. Their beef was really tasty, and you can tell like the vegetables and fruit, they're organic. They definitely taste better than Whole Foods. Like even better than Whole Foods is what I'm trying to say. And the best is like they have the non-GMO food, especially for the corn, because I'm not originally from USA. So like in China, we had original corn where it wasn't genetically engineered to produce those corn syrup. So it wasn't supposed to be that sweet. So like in Mexico, this was such a huge feast, and you can eat as much as you want. Of course, I loaded it up. It was just the best food ever. Nature is good. This is a private lagoon, I think.
Yep.
The water is definitely not Hawaii style. Like the water is not like, it's not like Aruba or Hawaii, like super.
It's not crystal.
Yeah, it's not crystal blue, but it's so nice because it's so quiet. We're the only group here. It's just so chill. Like I think most of the times when we go to like a lagoon, there's so many people there. Yeah. Here it's just so chill, and there's kayaking right there. So I think that's what we're probably gonna do. We have 2 hours here to eat lunch and do any water activities that we want to.
And it's all inclusive.
It's all inclusive. The drinks are inclusive.
Drinks are free.
Yeah, the drinks are free. Like the drink bars are inclusive too. But we're just gonna get water because I don't drink. But if you want like a virgin shake, I guess that's. But I'm just gonna eat fruit. But I got a huge plate. Yup. Gonna be a nice day. What do you think?
still pretty good. He still has this motion sickness patch.
The watermelons are super sweet. Poor
I like
Dick.
my food. My sausage is good. I could recommend coming back to this place.
Really?
Yep. The food's good.
It's pretty chill.
They're good at grilling. Could have got more vegetables, but you know.
Also, big shout out to the good corn. These are the organic, non-GMO corn. See how starchy it is? It's not super watery, it's not super sweet. This is the organic, non-GMO corn. This is the original form of the corn. You're not supposed to have like super sweet corn. It's the American like high, like corn fructose thing. But these are organic, non-GMO.
Because he said everything is organic here. It's all grown on the island.
This is the corn we had in China. This is the corn. This is the real corn. This is what real corn tastes like, guys. Just letting you know. We need to travel to Mexico just to buy those corns. Actually just got another plate of corn because I love them so much. Oh, did I forget to tell you? This is actually freshwater lagoon. So this is actually a lake. So it's not like really the ocean because the water is actually not salty. Not that I drank it, but when I was swimming, I could tell. But they have the kayaking gear and I went on kayaking. This is actually the first time, so I'm like super uncoordinated. I have no idea what was going on. So okay, Brandon, you go. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, Brenda, understand. I don't understand. How do you paddle? It's super fun, and I have my GoPro with me, and this is really interesting because I thought we were going to like a real beach, so I had my GoPro, but there was actually no like ocean water, so it's not clear to look at fish, but I ended up using it for documenting my very awkward kayaking experience, but we had so much fun. But the sucky part is like the next day, like I didn't know that the next day actually we're going to a real beach, so I didn't charge my GoPro. Well, lesson learned, always have GoPro ready because you never know what the tour includes.
She's my chauffeur. Yeah, we both feel we can go faster. Okay.
The guy was like, maybe one pedal so she doesn't mess you up.
You're not even doing it right.
No, I'm not done. I'm just trying to pedal back.
No, go. You gotta alternate so he goes straight. You're not even holding it in the middle. Hold it so the things are even. What's wrong with you? You're not even using enough power to make us go forward. You gotta like really dig into the water. Dig. Dig. Dig.
I just went into the water, we did kayaking. It was pretty fun, but like you're basically limited to the area because then it gets unsafe when you go too far. And it's fresh water, so this is not like ocean. This is actually like a lake type of thing. It's pretty nice. The water is warm enough, but it's still kind of cool. It's definitely cooler than it was in Texas. And it has a breeze. There's no sun today, which is super nice. So I don't have to worry about sunburn and stuff. So I'm here, just take a chill pill, relax, and the drinks are inclusive, but since I can't drink because I'm allergic to alcohol and this guy doesn't drink either, so we're just chill out a little bit. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and follow us to this tour to the Mayan ruins. If you are gonna book a tour, highly recommend the CHACCHOBENs, and that one is the biggest one. You actually see different ones and you can climb some of them, but not all the way to the top. So yeah, that's it for today's video. We actually paid $4 to be able to film here, so make sure you don't skip the ads, and also subscribe and ring the notification bell and check out our other travel vlog videos and other vlog videos, and to see you in my next video. Bye! Happy traveling!